Welcome to our graphic design tutorial. Discover varied strategies and the latest technology to enhance your skills. Stay tuned until the end to level up.
My tutorial video. This is Adim Abiodun. In this tutorial, I'm going to be taking us through on how to achieve this particular design file using our Pixellab app. So kindly stick around me to the end of this tutorial video. Let's dive into the main thing. Yeah. Alright. The first thing which I did was that I actually manipulated this background. Let me show you something. I actually manipulated this background by blurring the background because this is not how the background looks like before at initial. So I actually manipulated the background using the particular app called Pixellab. The app is basically going to available for you in the description box for you to be able to blur any kind of background you want. I get in it. So kindly stick around to the end of this chapter. So I'll be blurring that particular background using the particular app called Point Blur app. You can actually use it to manipulate any kind of background. If you want to blur any kind of object you want to be using for your design, you can actually make use of this application to do that. So kindly stick around with the end. So I will be importing that particular image, or the image. This is the image. So I'll be blurring the background now for the purpose of the design. So kindly stick around with the end. So I'll just click on this place. After clicking on this place, then I'm going to come to all editing. After clicking on all editing, you're going to click on this because we have different kind of flow which you can use, but I don't need all this. I only need the normal flow. So after doing that, I want to be making the background. I want to be making it blur than this level it is. So I'll be clicking on this place. I see it that this particular line is increasing. So I've already clicked on it again, and the background is fully blurred. Let me do it again so I can easily get what I'm trying to say. So you first of all click on it. I see that it has turned to normal. You'll be clicking on it until this 5 lines full, until it gets full, just like battery. So that's the way you're going to be blurring the background. So let me do that again so I can easily understand. I'll click on it again. Click on it again. Yeah, the background has been successfully blurred to my taste now. So that is how to combat that. I'm going to click on OK. After clicking on OK, then I'm going to come to save here to save that particular image on my phone. So let's wait for it to save. So the application normally brings us, so you just have to delete it, click on. So the background has been successfully saved to my phone. So I'm going to go back to my Pixellab now, purposely to make use of that particular background to come up with to come up with the design. So kindly stick around with the end of this video. Please, if you know this is your first time of coming across my tutorial video, kindly like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more of it. So I'll be hiding. So let me click on OK. So this is my Pixellab interface. So I want to be hiding this particular designer, so that I'll be able to come up with my own design. Sorry, because I'll be making use of that design. So I'll be importing the background to my design interface now. So kindly stick around with me to the end of this channel. Yeah, here is the background. So after importing the background, you should not touch it. Just come to relative size, then increase the size to 100. Make sure that you increase the size to 100. After increasing to 100, you are going to click on this place. Then you are going to centralize it. You are going to centralize the background. So I've already centralized my background now. So I'll be making use of my grid line, so as to place all my design elements appropriately. If you also need the tutorial video on how to make use of the grid line, it will be available for you in the description box because I will not be explaining that now. So kindly stick around to the end. So for the sake of this, I'll just click on this particular grid line because I want to be setting up my design interface now. So after clicking on this piece, it won't allow all your design elements to exceed it. Like it will be making sure that all your elements are well aligned. That is the purpose of owning this particular magnetic icon. So if you need it to help you to make use of your grid line, it will be available for you in the description box. So I forgot in that particular video to explain what this particular magnetic icon serves, what it works for. It actually works for your purposely to make sure that all your design elements are properly aligned. So you don't worry, you'll be seeing the purpose once I start with my design now. So the next thing which I'll be needing to do now is just because I've already imported all the design elements which I've been needing. I've imported everything here. Yeah, the only thing that is left for me now is just to start up my design. So by unlocking or by opening all the design, I'm breaking it up one by one. So kindly stick around with the end. So this is not the first one I make use of. I actually make use of this first. After owning them, I'm going to take it to the front. Then after doing that, I'm going to increase the size a little bit. I'm going to bring it there. Then after increasing the size, because once you notice that once you enlarge your picture, it is going to lose its quality. The best thing for you to be able to, the best thing to do for you to be able to retain the initial quality is to copy that particular picture, copy it, then delete the first one. that is the best way for you to be able to retain your picture. Because once you copy it, it is automatically going to reduce its quality. So kindly stick around with the end of this chapter. So I'll now be bringing this particular picture, I'll be pulling it down to this level. The purpose of doing that is that if you notice that this particular part has been cut away, so I'll be needing to get rid of this particular part by bringing this image down like this. After breaking it down, you notice that that particular side has been it has been get rid of. So the next thing which I'll be needing to do now is to create the gradient fading effect by bringing in my rectangular shape. I'm going to be creating my gradient fading effect to cover up that place. Then after bringing the rectangular shape, you're going to come to this particular side, this first side. Then I'm going to click on gradient. After clicking on gradient, I'm going to click on this plus icon. After clicking on this plus icon, you are going to come to this place. After coming to this place, then you are going to come to this particular space. Then you are going to select the color that is on the design or the background itself. Just select that color because you'll be making use of the same color. After selecting the color, then I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to come to this particular side. After clicking on that side, then I'm going to reduce it to the lowest form because I'm trying to create the gradient fading effect purposely to be able to cover up this down part. So that is the purpose of creating this particular gradient effect. Then I will make sure that I've increased it to 100. And I'm going to bring it down like this. And increase the size a little bit. I'm going to bring it down this way. Then I'm commenting something is wrong. Let me I'm trying to replicate this my design back. So I think I still need to bring the image to the top. I still need to bring it to the top so that the gradient fading effect which I do will not be affecting it. Let me just scale it up. Then after, let me first of all hide this gradient effect. I'm going to increase the size. Yeah, let me now copy it because I want it to retain its best quality back instead of the expanded one. Then I'm going to bring this image down like this, so as to make sure that I covered this particular place. I'm going to bring it here. Then after bringing it there, I'm going to put my gradients, my grid line. So that's everything. Can you see it? This is what I'm trying to explain using this owning this. This is the purpose of this particular magnetic icon. Once the image has been centralized, it will be attracting it just like how magnet does. Can you see it? It won't make your work to look scattered. I don't know if you are getting it. It will make sure that all your design elements are properly aligned. Can you see it? That is the purpose of this magnetic icon. So now I'll be bringing it down. I don't even need to make use of this central alignment now. I can make use of it, but once I own this particular magnetic icon, it is automatically going to centralize my design for me. So that is the purpose of this particular magnetic icon. Then after doing that, then I'll be owning my gradients, getting the effect back. I'll be owning it back, and I'm going to put it at the top. So now I'm going to bring it down a little bit. After doing that, I still need to upscale this image. I still need to take it to the top. Then after doing that, I need to increase the size a little bit, so that I'll be able to cover up that particular place. Then I'm going to bring it to the top a little bit. Yeah, after doing that, I still need to bring this down a little bit. I think it's fine now. I think it's okay like this. I think it's fine. So the next thing which I'll be needing to do now, let me check the design. Yeah, the next thing which I'll be needing to do is just to bring in another image. I think this is the image I'll be needing to bring in now. And I'm going to take it to the top first. So after taking it to the top, so I'll be needing to increase the size, just like I told you at the initial. After increasing the size, I'll just copy it so that I'll be able to retain the best quality of that particular image. After doing that, I'm going to place it here. Then after placing it here, I'm going to take it to the back, not at the extreme back, but at the front. At the front of the background. I'll be putting it at the front of the background. Let me take it to the top again. And I'm going to use my hand to bring it. I think I don't need all this. I don't need this. Is this the background which okay? Let me centralize the back and back. Let me centralize the back. Something is wrong, I think. Let me increase it to 110. Centralize it back. Yeah, I've centralized it back. So after doing that now, I've already bring this particular image to the back. I think I'm getting closer to achieving my goals now. Yeah. So the next thing which I'll be needing to do now is to let me check. Let me just do, I think this, let me show you something. You see this particular down part. If you notice that, that particular down part is a little bit darker, or let me say is a little bit thicker than the gradient effect which I created. What I did was that I actually doubled this particular gradient effect. I double it, I double it by copying it. By copying it like 3 times, then placing it on each other, so that I'll be able to achieve something perfect. I'm still going to copy it again. You do that at times. You copy any design element like that at times to achieve a particular effect. I see that it is now a little bit darker than before. So the thing I'll be needing to do now is just to bring it down, because if you check it, if you look at it now, you will notice that it is covering the image face, which it wasn't supposed to be. So I'll now be scaling this particular gradient effect. I'll be scaling it down. I'll be selecting everything. I'll be scaling them down a little bit, so that it will not be covering that particular lady's face. Yeah, I think it's better off like this. I think it's better like this. So the next thing which I'll be needing to do now is to, after doing it like this, if you notice something, let me show you something. If you notice that this particular side is somehow red, it's just like a kind of lightning. I actually did it that way. So how I was able to achieve that is that I come to my, I make use of the Pixellab Pro editing. So that was how I was able to get it. Maybe some other Pixellab also, and they should have that kind of, it's kind of a flareless. That is, I actually made use of the fairless, not fairless, it's fairless. I actually make use of that particular fairless to create that kind of effects, And after doing that, then I come to color. After importing the fairless, I come to color. I want the color. After owning it, I leave it at the red, because I actually make use of red in that particular area. And after doing that, I come to this side. I leave it there. Then because I actually doubled it, and I copy it again, so that when you double any design element, it is actually going to come out bolder than before. That is the purpose of it's just like reinforcing the power of something, just to make sure that it will come out boldly. That was what I actually did. Then I just copied it like this. Then I place it here again. Can you see that it's getting more thicker? It's getting more better than before. Then what I did after that is that I now bring it at the back of this particular image, at the back of the major image, which is the 4 image. I bring it to the back. So after bringing it to the back, just like I did now, it's at the back of this particular image, but it is at the front of this particular back image. I didn't get what I'm saying. After taking it to this back of the image, after taking it to the back of this particular image, it is at the back of this image, but it is at the front of this, let's say at the side of this particular image. It is obviously to achieve a kind of an exceptional something. That is what I actually did there. So I will not be, I'll be placing it well now. I'll be placing it well. Let me underline. I'm not okay. I'm not really exceeding the normal line. Let me see the normal border is set. So I'll be selecting that particular fairness now, so as to place it well. Because I don't want it to be too covering the girl's face. So I'll be selecting the both, so that I'll be able to place it well. Yeah, I think it's perfect now. Yeah. If you know this is the first time of coming across my tutorial video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It goes a long way. So the next thing which I'll be needing to do now is to let me check. So I'll be needing to bring in this particular lady's image, because I already have it there though. I did something. Let me show you something. Let me on this design back. If you notice this particular design, if you notice it, that the background is somewhat different with what I'm designing now. So I'll be needing to to reposition that background so to achieve my aim, because I'm trying to replicate this my design. So I will have to change the position of that particular background by selecting it. After selecting it, I'm going to go to crop so as to reposition this side to this side. Can you see it now? That I'm getting closer to achieving my goals. Then after doing that, I'll be needing to bring in this particular image, take it to the front. After taking it to the front, now increase the size. I'm going to place it here. After placing it there, I want to show you something. Let me show you something. If you notice in this particular design that there is a form of shadow at the back of this image, I actually created the shadow by myself. What I'll be doing another tutorial basically on how to create a shadow effect for any kind of image or any kind of film, any kind of design. I'll be creating another tutorial video on that, so kindly stick around with the end of this tutorial video. So after doing that, I'll be creating a realistic shadow for this particular lady's image now by copying this image. After copying it, click on that particular image which one will be using as a shadow. After clicking on that image, I'm going to come to opacity. I'm going to reduce its opacity to the lowest level. After reducing the opacity, you notice that that particular image is not existing there. Then after doing that, you're going to come to shadow. That is basically how to create a realistic shadow for your design. You're going to on the shadow just like this. After owning the shadow, I think we still need to reduce its opacity because it's too much. Reduce the opacity a little bit. After doing that, we are going to set this particular image to the exact position of that lady. After setting it there, we are going to bend it. Let me go to. I'm going to go to right, then bend it to the back just like this, just like the way I did in my design. Then after doing that, just place it here. Then after doing that, you are going to come to. Yeah. Then after doing that, you are going to go to after positioning this way. After positioning this way. So you are going to go to 3D rotate. After going to 3D rotate, you are going to increase this. No, not this one. You are going to come to the Y axis. Then I think you are going to increase it. You are going to increase it to something like, I think 75 will be fine. Then after increasing it to 75, we still need to bring it down. We need to bring it down. First of all, bring it down. Like this. I'm going to take it to the front like this. Just take your time with me. So as you'll be able to, understand what I'm trying to do. Bring it to beneath the lady's leg. After doing it like that, we still need to reposition that particular shadow. With it, you are going to think I need to put it this way. Think 90 degree. Think 90 degree will be fine. Let me position it to exactly 90 degree. I think it will be fine like that. And I'm going to take it to the back. So I'm going to scale it down first before taking it to the back. I still need to bring it down. Just like this. After bringing it down, that is looking really realistic now. It's looking realistic. You just have to take your time. I think I still need to adjust this because I don't want it to be too dark. I think I still need to adjust it a little bit. I think it's better. Okay, you see it? That the shadow is looking realistic on the design now. Just like this. It's even more better. Can you see it? It's just like, it's as if the lady is standing on the floor. Can you see it now? So that is basically how to do that. So the next thing which I'll be needing to know just to on this, I'm going to take it to the front. I'm going to on it like this. After owning it, I'm going to reduce the size a little bit. I'm going to put it at new. I'm going to work with my grid line. I'm going to centralize it. Then the purpose of setting this particular grid line at this particular side is not to exceed this particular place. If you need a tutorial on how to basically set your grid line, it will be available for you in the description box. Just click on the link in the description box. It is going to take you to that particular tutorial. So I'll just keep this here. I'm going to leave it like that. So I actually did something on this particular design just to make sure my design is looking more attractive. Then first of all, bring this image to the front. If you take a look at this particular furniture, furniture design element I brought in. If you take a look at it, you notice that it's looking more darker. Just make sure that this particular happy birthday design, pops up. I actually manipulated this particular element. So I'm going to be taking you through on how to do that now. So after clicking on this particular element, I'm going to come to color filter. After coming to color filter, I'm going to come to brightness to reduce the brightness. I see it that the brightness has been reduced to something like 49. I think it's better than this. 49 is okay. So after reducing the brightness to something like 49, everything I'm designing now does not exceed. Let me try to. It won't exceed this particular grid line, this particular side. It won't exceed this particular place. So let me try to place this image at the front, including the shadow. That is okay now. So let me go to the shadow which I created. I'm going to be lifting that up as well. Can you see that the shadow is looking more realistic? Can you see it now? Can you see it? It's just as if the lady is standing on the floor. When I take a look at it, it's as if the lady is standing on the floor. So that is that. So after doing that, then let me check the next thing which I did. So I'm going to be, writing the. Let me first of all, because you see this particular element you're looking here, this circle like element I actually designed it. I built it myself. So I'll be taking you through on how to do that now. So let me first of all, So kindly take your time with me till the end of this tutorial. You really enjoy it. So I'll now be going to I'm going to click on shapes. I'm going to reduce the shape to something like this, something a little bit smaller. After reducing the shape a little bit like that, then I'm going to change the shape to, I'm going to come to color. So on the color, I'm going to change the shape to black. After changing the shape to black, I'm going to bring that here. Then I'm going to copy this particular shape. After copying it, then I'm going to come to, I'm going to come to max. I'm going to max out some part of it, just like this. I'm going to on it. I'm going to click on. I think out is okay. Then after doing that, I see the results. Then I'm going to come to color again. I'm going to come to color. But this time around I'm using gradients. I'm going to come to gradient. After coming to gradients, I'm going to set a new gradient for it. I'm going to come to this place. After coming to this place, I'm going to change it to white. After changing it to white, I'm going to come to this particular side. This particular place stand for this place, and this side stand for this up. Then I'm going to come to this upper side. Then I'm going to reduce it to the lowest because I'm trying to create the kind of gradient effect for that place. After doing that, then I'm going to let me reposition it. Let me give it another dimension. I'll just give it another dimension. Let me check it first. Maybe I'm not mixing it up. I think something's wrong. So I'm not going to make use of the particular color. Let me delete this. Sorry. Then I'm going to copy this image again. After copying it once more, then I'm going to come to the edit. I'm going to be editing the particular image itself. I'm going to come to gradient. I'm going to, I've already created the. Let me recreate it again. Let's come to this side. Then I'm going to change it to white. Then I'll go to the side. Then I'm going to reduce it to the lowest. After reducing to the lowest, I'm going to change its dimension. Change its dimension to something like this. I think it's better. I'm going to leave it like that. Now I'm going to color to go and remove the black. Yeah. So after doing that, after changing turning it to gradient, then I'm going to come to not here mask. I'm going to on it. Then I'm going to max out some parts. I'm going to change it to out. Then click on it. Then I'm going to come to this. I'm going to set everything at the top. I will make use of my grid line. I'm going to set everything at the top. I'm going to set it to stand on top of each other, just like this. I'm making use of my position tool to adjust it so that everything will be standing on each other. So just like this. Come in. Kindly stick around me to the end of this tutorial. You will enjoy it. So after doing that, then I'm going to click on that particular element, the rectangular element, and I'm going to reduce its opacity to 49. I think 49 is okay. Can you see the result now? Can you see the result I achieved? Can you see the result I achieved? So that is how I was able to achieve my particular element, which I used in this particular because I actually created it from the scratch. So, and I did something which I forgot to explain. I'm going to click on this particular back element. I'm going to come to it. I think I use radius like 3. I increase the radius to 3. I'm going to increase this one radius as well. Come to edit. I'm going to increase its radius to 3 as well. So I think it will be okay. And after doing that, I'm going to merge it together. Because let me first of all check what I designed first. Maybe I've not mixed everything up. Okay, I think it's fine. So sorry, I'll take it back. So let me off it back there. I'm going to merge this element together so that I'm able to move the code together. Let me just make them together. So can let's take to the end of this video. So let's wait for it to finish merging. Yeah, it has finished merging. Then after doing that, I'm going to, I've already centralized it, make use of the grid line now. Let me check maybe it's going to be there or not. So I still need to adjust it to the top of this particular furniture icon. So let me increase the movements. So I'm going to put that here because I actually need use of my grid line. So after doing that, the next thing which I'll be needing to do now is just to create this particular circle-like icon. I actually did it using the same method, just like as I did at the initial. I'm going to come to shapes. I'm going to come to shapes. After coming to shapes, I'm going to choose circle shapes. I'm going to reduce the size, then bring it here. After doing that, I'm going to copy it just like I did at the initial. Sorry, I think something is wrong. Let me select it. Then let me move it to this. So let me move it to this one. So bring it to the center. After doing that, I'm going to come to color. This edit rather, not color edit. After editing it, I'm going to go to gradients. So I'm going to be using the same gradient which I used I'll be making use of also. Can you see it? Can you see it? Then I'll first of all change this to black using color. Change it to black. Then I'm going to bring this here. Then I'm going to go to max tool to max out some parts. I'm going to on it and change it, max it out. I think let me max it out. And after doing that, I'll go to edit again because I want to be changing the pattern of the gradients. So kindly stick around to the end of this chapter. So I'm going to be changing the pattern of the particular gradients. So I'll be changing it like this. I want this side to be at this. You can actually bring this side to the top, bring this top to the down, just by clicking on this. Can you see it? So I want to be changing the particular white side to the upper side. Yeah, same thing is okay like this. And I'm going to reduce its opacity as well. So something like say 51 is okay. And I'm going to make sure that everything is set on each other. I'm going to make sure it's set on each other. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. Let me reduce its opacity a little bit again. So 31. Yeah, I think it's fine like this. It's fine. So let me check. Maybe I'm not mixing it up. So I'm not mixing it up. So after that, I'm still going to be merging them together. Merging the first cycle and the second cycle together. So kindly stick around me to the end of this tutorial video to achieve the best results or to understand everything about my design. So the next thing which I'll be needing to do now is to bring in my typography. After I've already placed all my design elements, the next element which I'll be bringing now is typography. But before doing that, I'll be needing to, because let me check the design. Design here. I actually created a form of like a shadow like something. It needs this particular icon, so I'm going to be doing that as well here now. So by coming to shadow, the bottom shadow, on it. After on it, I'm going to go to opacity to reduce its opacity first of all. After reducing its opacity, I'm going to go to radius, then reduce the radius to 7. Then I'm going to increase the offsets X and Y to 5 and 5, 5 and 5. Then I think 5 and 5. 5 and 5 is okay. Then I think I need to reduce this, no radius to 3. It look fine. Yeah. Can I see the results? I make use of the I just come to shadow, reduce the radius to 3. I increase both the offsets X and offset Y to 5. Then I come to shadow opacity to reduce the opacity as well. That is how I was able to achieve this particular effect. Then after doing that, the next thing which I did was that I started bringing in my typography. Yeah, I'll set. Yeah, I started bringing in my typography. So let me check. So let me check. So I did let me first of all bring in the happy birthday. I think let me first of all bring in the happy birthday test, because I actually manipulated the it looked like a text effects. I did it on my own. So let me do that for you to see it now. And first of all, the happy birthday. Then I'm going to come to central. I need to align it properly to put it at the middle. Then I'm going to go to text. The image of. Let me check. Okay, everything is capital letter. Let me just change everything to capital letter. Let me change everything to capital letter. So kindly stick around me to the end of this chapter. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more of it. Happy birthday. Yeah, I think it's okay now. I think I make use of the Roboto something. Let me just try to check. Roboto fonts. So let me check. To remember the kind of, or is it Google to something? I make use of the particular fonts. So let's try to. I'm going to get the font I use now. I'm going to get it. I want to get the font I use. Funny something. Yeah, funny and cute. That's the name of the font which I make use of. Funny and cute. So after after writing let me increase the size. Yeah, this okay. Let let me scale this up. Funny and cute, that's the name of the font which I use. So after doing that, I actually manipulated on my green line. Because whenever you're making use of the green line, just try to on this particular magnetic icon. And if you need more details on how to make use of the green line, kindly check the description box for the tutorial. So that is that about that. So after placing this particular test effect, this test, I'm going to go to inner shadow. Then I'm on it. After on it, I'm going to reduce it to 33 is okay. Then after doing that, I'm going to click on this plus icon. I'm going to click on this particular size to pick that particular red icon, the red color, this red color. After clicking on it, this particular red color, I'm going to mark. After marking it, I'm going to leave it like that. After leaving it, I'm going to come to offset X. I'm going to reduce it to increase it to -3 and +3. No, it's using +3. Or is -3, -3? I think it's -3. It's okay like that. After that, I'm still going to come to this plus icon, then reduce its opacity. Yeah, I think it's better like this. So I still need to let me reduce its opacity by clicking on the inner shadow. I still need to reduce its opacity to something like this. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. Then after doing that, I'm going to come to alignment. I'm going to come to alignment here. To line spacing to reduce the line spacing. Yeah, I think it's okay now. I'm going to increase the size by pressing it here. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay now. So let me bring it, let me place it here, let me make it line so that it will be well centralized. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's fine now. So what's the next thing which I'll be needing to do? Let me check. So Adiola Baba GD, okay. So let me bring in the particular text. Let me on this. Then let me bring in the particular text. I think I made use of the Montserrat fonts. Adiola Baba GD. Adiola Baba GD. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to hold my green line. So as I'm going to centralize it well. So it's going to make it of the green line. So let me use my positioning something to position it well. I think that's the font I made use of. Or let me just check my Montserrat font because I think I made use of the Montserrat fonts. So let me go and check that. Montserrat fonts. I made use of the tiny one. So kindly stick around me till the end of this chapter. If you know you are really enjoying this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more of it. So Montserrat. So I made use of the tiny. Come on. Not so tiny though. Not that tiny. So okay. It's actually nice. Yeah, this one. So the font I made use of. So let me on my camera. So I'm going to use of my position it. Okay, let me reduce the size. It's too big. Keep nice, okay. And let me on my good line. Sorry. And let me reposition this. Then let me use my positioning tool. I think it's okay like this. It's okay. I think I still need to adjust it to this side. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine. So the next thing which I did was that we are almost through. Is this particular typography that speaks about the lady's date of birth, May 3, 2024. I think it's okay. May 3, 2024. So I actually manipulated that date of birth also. The particular day I actually manipulated it. So kindly take out me to the end of this video. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So after writing the May, you're going to leave a space. You're not going to write the A, you're just going to leave a space for that. Then after leaving, you're only going to leave a space for the A. You're not going to put any. You're not going to write the A there. You're actually going to leave a space for that. Then make use of capitulator. Let me check. Okay, make use of capitulator. So after doing that, let me first of all, I think I made use of the Montserrat because I normally make use of the Montserrat. So let me make use of the Montserrat font. So kindly stick around me to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So Montserrat font. Mount good. I think why I didn't think it's more important. It's not this particular font, let me just use it. Okay, this is nice. So after doing that, I'm going to on my grid line. After running my grid line, because I want to be positioning my design element appropriately, I want to put this cycle icon or this cycle element. I want to be making sure that everything does not exceed this line. I want to make sure that it doesn't exceed this. And after doing that, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to come to my position it to position it appropriately. I think it's fine. But it's too big. Let me reduce the size. It's nice, okay. It's not okay. Let me reduce the size again. This one is okay now. Bring it here. This way. Then let me scale it down a little bit. Because, okay, for me to be able to achieve the central alignment, so I'm going to be creating an additional, yeah, I think it's okay. An additional grid line, so that everything will be well centralized. Can you see it? That is, it is becoming to be magnetic. Yeah. So as I'm going to achieve something. So I'll now be bringing 03. Let me make sure this font also 03. So let me edit it. Kindly stick around me to the end of this chapter. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because I'm 03. Yeah. Sorry. So I'll be reducing its size to the lowest level. So I think 21 will be fine. Then let me now on my green line. Then I'll be positioning that here. Let me now bring it here. I'll bring it down. Then I'm going to place it in it. I still need to do something. I need to adjust that particular mid test. I need to give it enough space again so that the theory will be having space to, having enough space to stand. Then I'm going to apply position this way now. So that's coming. So can I see it now that I've already created enough space for the 3 to stand? So let me do something. So I'm going to do something. I want to be closing the space a little bit because I think the space is too much. So let me reposition this 3 because I don't want it to be too wide. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, it's better May 2024. So I think this is the last thing which I'm about to do now. This is the first time of coming across my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So kindly stick around me to the end of this channel so as to achieve the best result. So I'm going to be writing 2024. Yeah, this is actually nice. Then let me use of my first of all reduce the size. First of all reduce the size to something. Yeah, let me say 35. 35 will be fine. I'm making use of this that everything will be centralized. Then let me scale it up. So I think we've achieved our aim. So I think I've already achieved the result now. We've achieved our aim. We've achieved this final result of the design. No, it's still remaining something, which is this particular wish. So I actually made use of 2 applications to edit this particular birthday flyer. I made use of the Pixellab and also the Adobe Lightroom. So if you need a tutorial video on how to make use of the Adobe Lightroom to edit your various design, comment in the comment section for that particular tutorial video. So I will not be inserting the particular text wishes, the wishes. So kindly stick around me to the end of this tutorial video. If this is the first time of my comment, you have to like, comment, and subscribe. So let me just check the wishes so that I'll be able to. This is the last wish we will be doing now. So let me just check the wishes. Long life and prosperity in sound, health, and tranquility. Okay. So I'll be inserting the particular wishes now. Long life and prosperity. Okay. Long life and prosperity. And sound, health, and tranquility, which means good state of mind. So I actually make use of 1/7 font also because I I really made use of most round fonts, mostly in this design. So kindly stick around me to the end. Let me be fast about it. So I made use of the lighter shade on serrants. Selected the most serrant font. Then I used a particular color from the girls clothes. So I'll be selecting the brown color from that particular girl's clothes. So I'll be using it for my text. So I use his clothes color by just clicking on this square place. Then select the girl's image and clicking on this. I'm putting this particular circle like icon and the girl's clothes to select its color. Then clicking on OK. After doing that, I'm going to reduce the size of the text. I'm going to reduce the size of the text. Reduce it like this. I'm going to take it here, then adjust it this way. Then I'm going to on my gray line so that I'll be placing it. It will not be exceeding. Let me tell you something. Whenever you are making something gray line, you feel like it is attracting or it is collecting the particular element you are trying to move. It is collecting it from you. Try in as much as possible to make use of this position to position it instead of using your hand. Then after doing that, I'm going to go to alignment to give it a center alignment. And after doing that, I'm going to line spacing to increase, not line spacing. Yeah, line spacing to reduce it, line spacing. I'm going to go to spacing to increase its spacing. Then after doing that, I'm going to use my hand to widen it like this. I'm going to use this to position the text at the middle. At times, if you don't see what you are trying to position, you can just click on this sign, then increase it, zoom it. After zooming, then I'm going to click on it back. I'm going to move whatever object you want to be moving, or whatever this element you want to be moving. I'm going to come here. I'm going to scale it up like this. Can you see it? But I'm able to view everything I'm moving. I'm able to view it well. So I've actually positioned it well. I'm going to reduce the size back. So this is basically how I was able to achieve my birthday flyer. Thank you for sticking around with me to the end of this draft. See you in the next draft.